Hello everyone and welcome back to Extreme Gaming Fever. In today's video, I'm going to show you what vehicles are coming as part of DLC in Farming Simulator 23 mobile. So I'm currently playing this game on Nintendo Switch and I have access to all 134 vehicles and tools and equipment. So the very first vehicles that mobile players can buy as a DLC is this New Holland T8 Genesis, and this tractor will cost you $2 to unlock. You have to pay $2 to unlock this tractor, and once you will unlock this tractor will cost you $336,000. This tractor will have 435 horsepower. It will give you a 50 kilometers per hour speed, and it has a fuel tank of 647 liters. So this is, my friend, is one of the most beautiful and iconic tractor in Farming Simulator 23, and I would love to have this tractor in my Farming Simulator 23 on my iPad. So yeah, this is a really great tractor. So it's not included on mobile. If you want, you can buy it for $2. So the next tractor in this list is this John Deere 8R410. So this is another very exciting tractor and interesting tractor, and it will cost you once again $2 to unlock. And after you will unlock this tractor, you will probably have to pay for $355,000 in-game currency. And this tractor has a 458 horsepower. It has a fuel tank of 727 liters. 50 kilometers is the maximum speed of this tractor. And again, as I mentioned when I made a gameplay of this tractor, is that this tractor has a very unique twin tire configuration, and the twin tire configuration is based off of a narrow tire configuration. It's not a normal or wide twin tire, but it's a narrow twin tire configuration, which makes it really useful and practical, because in this list we do have a tractor which have a normal or maybe a wide twin tire configuration. I will show you that tractor as well. But yeah, this John Deere 8R will also be a part of a DLC, and if you are on mobile, you can buy this for $2. So the next tractor is Claas Zarian 5000, and again this tractor will cost you $2. So if you want this this tractor on your mobile, I'm just talking about Android, iOS. Nintendo players will already have this tractor in their game, but if you are on Android or iOS, you have to pay $2 for this tractor to purchase it, because it will be locked on your device. And after you pay and unlock this tractor, it will cost you $37,000, and it has a 530 horsepower. 930 liters is the capacity of its fuel tank, and 50 kilometers per hour is top speed of this tractor. And this tractor we have already had this tractor in Farming Simulator 20. Is one of the most unique and interesting tractor, and since it has a lot of horsepower, so it's very useful for heavy tasks. So what do you think about this tractor? Let me know in the comment section. But yeah, if you are on a mobile and you want this tractor in your game, you have to pay for $2, because I'm just telling you the prices of the DLC and telling you which vehicles are part of DLC. So the next DLC you can buy on mobile is this versatile 4WD620, and this tractor will cost you, once again, let me confirm it, $2. So you can buy this tractor for $2, and then you can unlock it. And after you will unlock it, this tractor will cost you $398,000, and this tractor has a 665 horsepower, which makes this tractor the most powerful tractor of Farming Simulator 23. And you can see the twin tire configuration on this tractor, which makes it a huge tractor. You can see it has a normal twin tire configuration, and look at the size of these tires. That's a really insane and a beast of a tractor, and it's really no doubt one of the most powerful tractors of Farming Simulator 23. But if you want this tractor, you can get it. Only $2 is the price of this DLC. So yeah, this time the game is going to be different. If you want all the vehicles, you have to purchase them. So this is what I've been making videos about since they announced the DLC system in Farming Simulator 23. But yeah, this tractor is very interesting, and I will definitely going to get this tractor. Next up is the harvester. So the case the class Lexion 8900 harvester will cost you, along with this Convio Flex 1380 header. So this is a combo of a hair harvester and header, and combined both of these will cost you $3. So if you want these two, this harvester and this header in your mobile game, on your mobile, on your Android or iOS device, you have to pay $3 to unlock both of these, this harvester and this header. And yeah, this, after unlocking this, you can buy this harvester in with in-game currency, and it will cost you $89,000, and the harvester will have 780 horsepower, and the working speed of the harvester is going to be 40 kilometers hour, and the bin size of this harvester is going to be 18,000 liters, which makes it one of the harvester which have the most bin size, or the largest bin capacity. So yeah, this harvester will have the largest bin capacity in Farming Simulator 23, and we already had this harvester in Farming Simulator 20, so most of you may already know what this harvester is capable of. So it's no doubt really an interesting piece of a machine, and I'm definitely going to get this when I get my hands on mobile version of Farming Simulator 23. So now we'll talk about some of the tools. So the first one is this big pack baler from the Cron, and this is a very interesting piece of equipment, and if you want this baler, you have to pay $1 and it will be yours. And the price of this baler is going to be $155,000, and it will require 245 horsepower. And this is a really, as I mentioned earlier, is a very interesting baler, and I've already used it when I made a gameplay. I don't know why, but I just preferred this baler because it looks so good. And besides that, we had Cron baler for after a long time. I guess last time we had a Cron baler was Farming Simulator 14, and then now we are getting it again. And the next one is the Grante Coat. I'm sorry, I'm so bad at pronouncing these names, but yeah, the Cote PQ 32,000. So this is basically a giant slurry tank, and I recently made a video about slurry and manure, and this is just a huge slurry tank. And look at that. I mean, if you don't have this, I'm really thinking that you will miss a lot, because this is a huge slurry tank in Farming Simulator 23. And of course, it's also part of a DLC, so it will cost you $1. If you want this slurry tank in your game, you have to buy it. To unlock it, you will need you have to pay $1, and then it will be yours. And after unlocking it, it will cost you $293,000, and that's still expensive when we talk about in-game currency. But yeah, it's really worth it. I mean, look at the size of it. It's a really huge and gigantic slurry tank, and that's what I can say, because I mean, look at it, has 8 tires, and sometimes if you will hook this to a small tractor, it will drive your tractor, not you drive it. So that's how big it is, and it's really fun working with this slurry tank, and I really enjoyed working with this huge slurry tank. And of course, it will give you a plenty of working range, because of course it has a very wide working range. So yeah, it's once again a very interesting equipment, and I guess it's definitely, I will definitely get it in my game. Yeah, that's what I think. Alright, so now let's move on to some of the other tools and equipment. So the next one is the Kunze Blue Drive. So it will cost you $139,000 and requires 300 horsepower. So basically it's a planter, but there is a very interesting thing about this planter. And you know that every planter, whenever you try to use a planter to plant some sort of crop that planters plant, you definitely need to cultivate your fields before you do that. But this planter does direct plant. I mean, if you use a seeder that can direct seed, that means it can cultivate and plant your crop at the same time. So this is how this planter will work. It can also direct seed or direct plant your crop. So it's a really interesting. and besides that, it is one of the largest planters in the game. It does has a very sick unfolding animation which you can see right now. And yeah, look at this animation. This is a really sick animation and I love this animation. Look at that. And besides these animation and its size, the very thing that it can direct seed or direct plant crops, that's really mind-blowing, and it will definitely going to save you a ton of time, because if you are like planting cotton or sunflower or any crop that you can plant with a planter, you will really appreciate this feature, that this planter indeed can direct seed or direct plant, and that's really awesome. And that's the, I guess, main thing. And it will still cost you $1 if you want to unlock. It will cost you $1. And now I will go to this Case IH speed tiller cultivator, and this is a really interesting cultivator, and of course it's from the Case IH. So you can unlock it for $1, and it will be yours. After unlocking, you have to pay $112,000, and it will require 520 horsepower. The working range is going to be, or the working width is going to be 12.5 meters, and it will give you 18 kilometers per hour working speed. Now since this cultivator requires a lot of horsepower, and the tractor that I'm currently using with this trailer with this cultivator has less horsepower, so it will definitely give me 10 kilometers per hour speed. But if you combine it with appropriate tractor, then you can get 18 kilometers per hour working speed. And look at the range of it. It will give you 12.5 meters of range, and still, as I mentioned earlier, it will cost you $1. You can pay $1 and unlock this cultivator. And again, it's from Case IH, so it's definitely gonna be very interesting, and I'm definitely going to get all these DLCs, because why not? They are not like way too expensive, but yeah, if you... Alright, so now the last piece of equipment is this Amazon C10 1501C. So this is a seeder, and the very unfortunate thing about this seeder is that it cannot direct seed, but yeah, it gives you a lot of working range, and it's in my opinion, it's a really interesting seeder. And of course it will need 300 horsepower. It will cost you $1 to unlock, and after that you can buy it with in-game currency, $206,000. so that's what it will cost with in-game currency, and it will require 300 horsepower. The seed storage capacity of this seeder is going to be 7,800 liters, and it will give you 15 meters of working range and 18 kilometers per hour speed. So guys, these are all the DLCs that if you are on mobile you can buy, but if you are like me, as I'm playing currently this game on Switch, you can see I already have these vehicles. But if you are on mobile, you will not get these vehicles, these tools and these equipments. You have to buy them, and I have mentioned prices of all these. These will remember, these will cost you real money. So yeah, this is the Farming Simulator 23 is going to be different this time. So guys, give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you in my next video very soon. Bye bye.